Ehoa atua una iwi makura ata whakarongona mearo anoa ki ahua ko te pai ki a tauto ata whai mana ki tia mai ao te aroa, God of nations, at thy feet, in the bonds of love we need. Hear our voices, we entreat. God, defend our free land. God, Pacific's triple star, from the shafts of strife and war, make her praises heard afar. God, defend New Zealand.
Beautiful. That's what we're here for, is to defend New Zealand, to defend our kids. I'm not going to be long, because we had some saying we were too long, and then I had some saying we were too short, and then I had some saying not enough speakers, and then I had some saying too much speakers. It's all good, all right? I just want 5-10 minutes, because I have got something to say. Every protest down through history, it mattered what was said, because the government is trying to silence us.
Yep.
The last thing you should be right now is silent.
Woo!
When I come, I don't just ride my bike and that's it. I don't just sing the national anthem and that's it. I don't just listen to the speaker and that's it. I don't just march and that's it. It's the whole thing. It's the keeping the unity. It's not picking and choosing. So I've written down a couple of things and then we'll get our march on. I'm not here because I'm free. I'm here because I'm not free. I could be fishing or laying on the beach. We all could be. But who takes a risk in the middle of a war? And make no mistake about it, we're in the middle of a war. We're in the middle of a fight for the future of our country. We are up against the most wicked government that's ever been in this country.
Yes!
Speaking of not being free, New Zealand has a political prisoner, an enemy of the state. He is the leader of the Freedom and Rights Coalition, Brian Tamaki. And he's in Eden, Mount Eden right now, because he made a stand and he chose to speak up and he chose freedom. He chose freedom, not to be in bondage. So here we are, all of us. He made a stand for this country. He made a stand for our children, put his head on the chopping block. He was down here a couple of weeks ago and apparently this, apparently that, apparently this happened. The media said this, the media said that. Apparently we had an undercover cop here in our midst. If you're an undercover cop here in our midst, listen, yeah, welcome, but you better get on the right side. So what I want to do is I want to take 30 to have a big shout out and roar because lions roar. I want to take 30 seconds as an appreciation of a man who's in Mount Eden right now for organising right across the country. So can you put your hands together and shout out? Yeah. Beautiful. If there's one thing we must continue to do, is we must continue. If there's one thing we must continue to do, is to stay in unity. We can argue and bicker later when we've won this thing. We've all got our little differences. We've all got our idiosyncrasies. We've all got our little hang-ups. But I tell you what, none of that means anything compared to what's happening in our country. Unity is the key, and unity around freedom to choose. I still love it that I look around and see different ethnicities, different culture, different religions, different types of people, young and old, rich and poor. And here we are together making a stand because it's all about your freedom to choose. It's about your free will. Love has its roots in free will. You cannot force anybody to love you. That's not love. Love is a decision, and love is a choice. And we choose to stand up for our children because we're the parents, not the government. We make the choice for our children, not the government.
Woo!
We're going to get our march on soon. You've been awesome. Last time I heard a whole lot of let's march, let's march. We're going to get there. Every time we gather together in unity, every time we gather together in mass, I'm looking forward to the day we fill this park up. But every time, because numbers matters, size matters, numbers counts. They're afraid of our numbers, they're afraid of our size. That's why every time they do an article on us, they lie. The media, they're liars. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Don't be surprised if today they report there's a couple of hundred of us. But don't worry about it. We know the deal. We know the truth.
It's like a couple hundred of me.
What we're doing again is for our children. My main focus now is for our grandchildren. They're not the parent. I'm the grandparent, and I've got my son and my daughter, and I've got 3 grandkids, and I've got another 2 on the way, and I'm going to set up a future and a hope for them. I tell you what, never lose hope. Never lose hope. Hope is an expectation of something better up ahead. Hope is an expectation of something better just around the corner. Close my phone now, because I want to end with this. Stop believing the clickbait hate. Stop believing the clickbait hate. I expect people out there to believe the clickbait hate. But if you believe the clickbait hate, then you're in unity with the government, with the media. Because it's the government and the media that keep dropping clickbait hate. They keep dropping a certain man's name, hoping that they'll bring division in amongst our midst. They keep dropping a certain church in amongst our midst, hopefully to bring disunity. That's what they're trying to do. They're bringing stuff like, what's your guys' motives? I've been doing this for, 8, 9, 10 marches? I don't know what else to say. People have said to me, oh, if you've got a political aspiration, I've said, I vote, that makes me political. They said, if you've got a political aspiration, I said, a good friend of mine's in jail at the moment, he's a political prisoner. We are fighting a political demon. But don't bring that to not you, your neighbour. Don't bring that clickbait hate, because it's all aimed at dividing us. There are freedom fighters, I won't name them, good on them. There are freedom groups, there are freedom fighters who are going to go for politics. Good for them.
Woo!
But I've had people point the finger at me and say, are you going to get in politics? And I said to one person, did you read the last article? It said the mouth in the south. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll really make them crap their pants if I said the mayor in the south. Don't you go away from here saying he's going to be the mayor. Don't you do that. Don't you get on your little groups, get on your little chat things, get on your little Zooms and say, yeah, I knew it. He said it, we were right there. He said he's going to be the mayor. I know good people who are not politicians, but they'll do a better job than our mayor. By the way, I heard she lives around here. Could be some political up to no good going on, that the mayor has been in word and talking to the Christchurch City Council to send yours truly a $14,000 bill. But don't worry, it's all good, they're not going to get a cent out of me.
Yeah! Woo!
They think they're scaring us by doing that. I ain't scared of nothing. I ain't scared of nobody, least of all a stupid government. So, here it is. The bikes. Bikes, get ready, mount up. We can get our bikes ready to mount up. The bikes will be leading us. Then behind the bikes will be the banner. And then behind the banner will be all the kids and parents. We'll bring all our children to the front, because we are the last thing that is standing between this wicked government and our kids. And behind the banner with all the kids, bring all those New Zealand flags to the front. So if you got a New Zealand flag, make your way to the front behind the kids and the parents. We're going to go straight down and then veer to the left, then head to Papanui. We're going to turn around at Maryvale, and then we're going to make our way back. So we're going to make some noise, we're going to play some music. Are the reporters here? I heard there's reporters here.
I don't think so.
The media's here.
Not anymore.
Just down there. Make sure you fellas get a photo of this, you turkeys.
Yeah!
All right.
Woo!
Lined up, and the bikes are on the road. Can we take the banner to the front? Behind the banner, please.